We can deploy the applications via Intune in different ways. That could be line of business application, Microsoft Store apps, Win32 apps, and so many different ways. So which application is meant for your organization, or in other way I can say that what are the pros and cons for each and every kind of application which can be created in Intune. Let's see and explore the options. So I'm going to cover up the theory part to understand the use case, and then I will be giving you a demo. So let's start. Through Intune, we can create multiple types of applications. For example, one could be the Microsoft Store apps. These are the store apps which are the modern apps which are available directly on the Intune portal, ready to be deployed. The easiest way to deploy the application. Second one is the Microsoft 365 apps, which is the Office suite like Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and extra, which can be deployed directly via Intune console. Means you don't have to do any repackaging. It's available. Line of a business application. So this is something, for example, if you have to deploy a single file, the MSI file or some other format like MSI Access, I'm going to cover up that what formats are covered. So you can simply upload the application, and that is also an easy way to deploy the application, but that requires uploading a file. Another one is Win32 Apps. So Win32 Apps is a kind of a complex app which requires an application to be first converted and needs to be deployed. So don't worry if the things are not making sense to you, because I'm going to do a deep dive in each and every kind of application, and we'll be creating the apps together. Another one is the Enterprise App Catalog app. So this is also kind of a Win32 app, but readily available on the Intune portal. How it is different, we will see. And then there's a Windows web link. So you can create a web shortcut on the start menu, which can be used to launch any application. And finally, I just forgot to cover about the Microsoft Edge. You can deploy a Edge application also. So I have mentioned these things based upon the deploying the application for the Windows. I'm not covering about the Android or any Mac OS or Apple product, right? So here the focus is only on the Windows. So first type of application, that is called Microsoft Store apps. So these kind of applications are the easiest one to deploy. So why I say the easiest one? Because you don't have to upload the application. Microsoft Store apps is a Microsoft storefront. So if you use any Android phone like Samsung or any model, or similar iPad, iPhone, there will be an App Store or the Play Store. So any application, you can see that how easily it can be. You just have to click and install it. So similarly, those applications are easily available on the Microsoft Store, and that Microsoft Store is integrated with Intune. So simply select the application and ready to be deployed. So what exactly is happening in the Microsoft Store apps? So third-party vendors, which are also called the independent software vendors, they use a Winget to upload the package on the Microsoft Store, which the consumer can use to deploy the application via Intune. These applications can be easily updated, so automatic update. So the use case of Microsoft Store apps is that this is one of the easiest application, no uploading, just select the application. So the catalog is quite big. So a lot of applications are available, ready to be deployed. Second option is Microsoft 365 apps. So Office Suite is one of the most important application for the Windows. So if you wanted to deploy the Microsoft 365 app in the easiest way, simply go to the Intune portal, select the Microsoft 365 apps, select the choice of your product, for example, Word, Excel, PowerPoint, whatever you want to select, you can select, check, uncheck the boxes that what you wanted to deploy, and it's ready to be deployed via the Intune console. It also includes the Outlook and other products as well. So automatic update is also enabled with Microsoft 365 apps. Another option is Windows Web Link. So Windows Web Link is nothing but a web link shortcut. For example, if you wanted to point to a specific website, and that link will be available in the start menu. So it's not the actual application, but a link to a web app. Web app is nothing but I'm talking about a application. I'm talking about the website link. Microsoft Edge. So you can deploy the Microsoft Edge browser also via Intune using the Intune portal. Line of business applications. You might be getting overwhelmed with the lot of options what I have discussed. then what exactly is a line of business application? So very first thing is, line of a business application is something which you will be uploading to the Intune portal. So it supports various format like MSI, MSIX, MSIX bundle, APPX and APPX bundle. So it has a limitation that you can only upload these kind of file format. Usually the one of the most important application, the package you can upload is MSI. That is the most of the majority of time that is the use case. So this does not require a complex scripting thing. You simply need to upload the package. So what is the benefit of using the line of business application? For example, I have a 7-zip. I will be giving you a demo of 7-zip MSI. So you simply have to upload the 7-zip MSI. It will create everything for you. When I say everything means it will prepare the command line, install command line, uninstall command line, detection logic. So everything will be ready and ready to be deployed. So it means upload is the only thing which you have to do. Apart from that, everything will be created. Okay, now let's understand the limitation. The limitation is that it supports very limited format. As I told you, MSI, MSI Access and 3-4 other formats, right? Second limitation is it only support uploading one file. What does it mean? For example, you have a bunch of other files also apart from MSI. For example, if you have MST, it's a transform file for a customization. So if there is more than one file, you don't have option to use the line of business application because that will not allow you to upload more than one file. And another limitation is you can't upload the exe file. It is another limitation is exe file. That exe file is not supported for the line of business application. So there is a limitation. There is another limitation for the line of business application is it can't support the advanced feature such as the dependency, no custom detection rule, no requirement, no supersedence. These kind of features will be missing from the line of business application. Another topic is Win32 apps. So we discussed about the limitation of the line of business applications. Those limitations will be covered in this Win32 apps. In fact, I would say that it has all the bells and whistles. So if you are looking for the most advanced thing of deploying the application with all those features, this is the way to go with the Win32 apps. Okay, so very first thing is it supports wide range of file formats, including the exe file. So if you have exe file, Win32 apps is the only way to go with. It has a complete control and customization possible using the complex packaging. It supports all kind of customization such as detection rules, dependencies, supersedence requirements. So these advanced things I'm going to cover when we are going under the section Win32 apps. Apart from this customization, the 4 customization which I told you about in the previous line, you can further customize the requirement and detection rules. So there are custom requirement and custom detection rules which can be used via PowerShell script. So for example, you wanted to put a requirement for an application which inbuilt things are not capable enough, then you can simply go and use a PowerShell script. Same thing is applicable for the detection rules. I'm just going to explain you when we are in Win32 app page. The limitation, I will not call a limitation, means it's a kind of a bit complex way to create the Win32 app. It's not so complex, but it's not simply uploading the application. You need to have a Microsoft Win32 content prep tool. That tool is used to convert the existing package into Intune Win format. It could be a single file or multiple files. That file will be, those file and folders will be converted into a Intune Win format. So just treat like Intune Win format like think like a zip file which contains all other files which you have provided into the source. We will be covering it very soon. So it's a Win32 app is a manual process that first you are converting a package in Intune Win format, and you have to provide all the parameters for the install command, uninstall command, detection logic, everything. The only thing is if you are using an MSI file, then few of the things will be still taken care automatically. But if it is exe, everything you have to specify on your own. So when I'm going to give you a demo, I will be going through 2 separate demos for Win32 app, one with MSI, one with exe. Will show you the difference. Not only that, I'm also going to show you the difference, that how different it looks from other options from line of business application, Microsoft Store apps, because so many things are missing from that area. Enterprise app catalog app. So Just simply don't get confused that I'm introducing, I'm just highlighting so many different things. At a very simpler level, enterprise app catalog app is Win32 app, which has been already uploaded into the Microsoft portal and available in Intune. So third-party vendors has already provided those applications available into the Intune. You just need to select the application and ready to be deployed. How it is different from the Microsoft Store apps? Here, you are using a Win32 app, means third-party vendor has already converted the Intune Win format for you and uploaded. So now when you deploy using Enterprise App Catalog app, you have all the bells and whistles of Win32 apps, that dependencies, super precedence, requirement, a lot of things which can be customized via this thing. So here you need to understand that the Enterprise App Catalog app requires the Intune suite license. So standalone Intune license is not sufficient. Neither Microsoft 365 E5, E3 or EMS E3 or E5 is going to cover. You need to have an Intune suite license to utilize this Enterprise App Catalog app. Which application doesn't require you to upload the applications? So these are the five types: Microsoft Store apps, Microsoft 365 apps, Microsoft Edge, Windows Web Link, Enterprise App Catalog app. So these applications are readily available through the Intune portal, ready to be deployed. The upload is required only for two types. One is line of business applications, which supports a limited format, MSI, MSX, APPX bundle, those things, and the advanced thing, Win32 apps. So now it's time for the demo, going through creating the application for each type. Let's start. I have logged on to the Intune portal, and let's go to the apps. Under the Microsoft Intune Admin Center, click on Apps, click on Windows, click on Create, and from the app type, I'm going to select the Microsoft Store app, new. So I'm not going to select the Microsoft Store app legacy. That was the old way of deploying the things. It was much more complex. So now the easiest thing is going with the Microsoft Store app. Click on select. So here I just need to search for the Microsoft Store app. So these are the Winget applications which has been uploaded by the third-party vendor. Let me search for the Slack. Here is a Slack application available. It is in the format of UWP. Select this application and you can see the application name has been selected, the publisher, and there's a package identifier using the Winget. So means everything has been created. I can see the install behavior. So if I select for the system, it is going to install for the device, means all users. And if I go with the user, when it is targeted to a specific user, it is going to install for that specific user. Anyhow, just let's go with the system and other things. You can provide it. You can select the logo, whatever you want. Just click on next. Scope text, I'm not going to select anything. Assignment, just simply target to all your devices or specific group, whatever you want to do. Click on next. Done. Simple. Next option is we are going to go with the Microsoft 365 apps, Office Suite. So click on create. I'm selecting Microsoft 365 apps, Windows 10 and later. Click select. So the name has already been selected. Description is written over there. Category and everything is mentioned. You can see the beautiful logo has also been selected. So click on next. The first option is configuration settings format. So it is showing as configuration designer or enter XML data. So configuration designer means that this is a designer thing where we are just going to select the option and it is going to create XML file for us automatically. You don't have to use any mind, anything. It will simply do everything for you. Whatever the XML file is required to deploy the Office Suite, along with the setup.exe, it will be done for you. You don't have to even think about it. But if you wanted to go at a granular level of doing the selection, you can click on enter XML data. Then you have to provide your own XML data over here. This is a reference XML file. Think about it that you have to provide all those things what you wanted to get it installed via install.xml. You can see in these options. So why to make the things complex if you have the easy option? So rather than creating the XML file, simply let's go with the configuration designer. And in configuration designer, see the options. So easy options, which is far better than the XML, is I can select what I wanted to install. Maybe let me just remove the Access. I'm going with the Excel, OneNote, Outlook, PowerPoint. Let me remove the publisher, Teams and Word. I'm keeping it selected. And publisher and Skype for Business, let's not go with that. So architect selection, that app suite information. Do I need 32-bit of architect or 64-bit? What will be the default file format? So I can go and select with the Office Open XML format or Office Open document format. Office Open XML format is a default option for the Office. Other option is Office Open document format. I'm not going to go in detail, but this is one of the most common option to be selected. Now update channels. You have an option for current channel, preview, monthly channel, semi-annual, enterprise channel, and preview. So let me select the semi-annual channel. So you can select a specific channel, that how frequently the Office suite update should happen. So another option is remove other options, other versions. So if you have any old version of Office suite, any MSA version, if you wanted to get it removed, yes, you can click on yes. And this is a very good option, that version to install. Do you want to always install the latest version of Office suite, or you want to select a specific version, the well-tested version? So you can go with this option also, that what version you want to deploy. Maybe let's click on latest to deploy the latest version of Office. And other properties are use shared computer activation. If it is a shared computer, click on yes, or else click on no. Accept the Microsoft software license terms on behalf of users. Yes, it's a good option by clicking yes, so that user don't have to provide anything. No input should be required for the automated installation. And install background service for Microsoft Search in Bing. You can go with yes or no. So you can go with the additional languages as well if you want. Click next, and target to the specific devices and target to a specific group, all users or all devices. Click next and done. Another option is creating the web link. So click on create. Under app type, select the Windows web link, select, provide the name of the app link, for example, web link for my website, provide the description, publisher name. Here you have to provide the app URL. That's it. Click on next. Other options are self-explanatory. Here you can select the logo as well. I have already created an application, so let me show you. Web link for Manish Bangia I have already created, and here I have selected the logo. So I had a logo for my website. I selected this thing so that if I target, this logo will be represented into the company portal. Done. So once application is created, I can deploy onto devices. I have logged out to the Windows 11 device. If I launch the company portal is an application portal for the workstations where you can see all the deployed applications. So it's easy way to see the application, what has been deployed, and make available to the devices or users. Here I can see the application web link Manish Bangia under the apps. So if I click on install, let's see. After waiting for a couple of minutes, I can see the application got installed in the form of a web link. So let's click on start menu, click on all. So under the view, I can see the web link Manish Bangia has been created. So if I launch it, it opens the web link. Let's return back to the Intune portal. Another application is Microsoft Edge. That is one of the easiest things. So if you click on create, select app type, select the app type as Microsoft Edge version 77 and later, Windows 10 and later, select. So you can see everything got created for you automatically. Microsoft Edge for Windows 10. Click on next. So you can select the channel, language and logo. Channel stable by default selected. You can select go with the beta and dev also for the testing purpose. Language also you can select if you wanted to, and click next. Scope tags, assignment, you can target to as a requirement or available. See, if I'm making it as a required means it is going to be installed forcefully, and if I'm making it available means it will be available in the company portal so that users can go and select the application on their own for the installation purpose. So there is an option for the uninstall as well. Click on next and done. Now let's go with the option or line of business application. So this is kind of an application where we need to upload the file, right? So let's take an example of 7-zip. If you go to Google, search for download 7-zip. On this page, in this page, you have an option to download the EXEs and MSI 32-bit 64-bit. So I will be going with the 64-bit, but for line of business application, you remember that only I can upload only MSI file. So there are limited formats which are supported with the line of business application: MSI, MSIX, APPX, APPX bundle. So I will be going with the 64-bit Windows 64-bit version of MSI file. So I have to download this thing. So I have downloaded this file under this location, E packages LOB 7-zip 25.01. So I'm ready to go now. Let's come back to the Intune portal. Click on create. Under app type, select line of business app. Click on select. So here I have to select the application package file. So here, click on the icon. This is my file. Click on open. So this is line of business application. So as I told you that you just need to upload the MSR file. It will create everything for you automatically. Let's see. Click on OK. So name, description, everything has been published. So simply publisher name. Let me just write down my name. App install context for user or device. By default, it has selected user. I can go with the device as well. Ignore app version, yes or no. Yep, these are the options available. And finally, there is a logo. I think it makes sense if I select a logo. So how I can select a logo? There are a few good websites through which you can download the logo, which looks very professional if it's targeted if it is available in the company portal. So let's see. If I search for application icon logo for Intune, there are a lot of websites. So I found this was quite promising website. Promising link, GitHub, Aaron Parker. So this guy has provided very good icons for a lot of applications. So I downloaded this thing so that the logos can be used. I have downloaded the icon. So let's go back to the portal, the Intune. So click on the select image for the logo. This is the location where I have downloaded the icons. And under icons, I will be able to find lots of icons. So 7-zip is yes available. Click on OK. Let me just give a name 7-zip line of business application so that I can distinguish when it is targeted under the company portal. Click on next. Under scope tag, click on next. I am making it available for all users. Next, create. It might take some time to upload the files depending upon your internet speed. After a couple of seconds, I can see the application is available. Let us create now a Win32 app. So to create the Win32 app, we need to have Microsoft Windows Content Prep tool so that we can convert the existing file to the Intune Win format. So for that, go to the Google, simply search for Microsoft Win32 Content Prep tool. The second link points me to the GitHub repository. So simply go over there. So this is what you have to download, the Microsoft Content Prep tool. I have already downloaded. So I'm looking for specifically the Intune winaputil.exe, which will be helpful to convert the file. I downloaded the folder. I can see the Intune winaputil.exe is there. There is a PDF file, the documentation, and readme.md, release notes, and other things, right? So specifically, I'm looking for this Intune WinAppUtil. The package where actually I have copied all my things. For example, in E packages, I created a specific folder for the LOB and one for Win32 apps. So under Win32 apps, I copied the Intune WinAppUtil because I will be using it again and again. So I thought that E packages Win32 apps, that should be the best location. So for the demonstration purpose, I created two folders: 7-zip MSI and 7-zip exe. You remember that when I was downloading the 7-zip, it was giving me the option for the exe and MSI. So I can use MSI, I can use exe. So I'm just going to give you use case for both MSI and EXE, though I will be preferring the MSI, but not always MSI will be available. When EXE is available, what challenges you are going to face. So I'm going to show you, will give you a side-by-side comparison that what challenges I will be facing with the EXE, with the MSI, the challenges will be very less. First, let's look for the MSI thing. 7-zip MSI file. Here I need two folders. First is the folder is source and another is the output. In source folder, I have copied the MSI file. You know that MSI file cannot be uploaded directly. I need to convert into the Intune Win format. So this is where I have created the output folder so that I can generate the Intune Win format file into this folder. This is the readme Intune Win app. This is the readme file which I have created for you to show. Intune app util uses the following command line: Intune Win app util -c setup folder -s source setup file -o output folder. Don't get worried. Let me show you that it's pretty much very simple. Okay. So first thing is I can use it via a command line or I can use it directly by launching it. Okay. Let me first launch it. If I launch it, first thing is it is asking for the source folder where I have kept my binaries. So what is the folder location? This one, source. I'm copying. I copied the location, enter. Now it is asking for the setup file, means that specific MSI file. This is the MSI file. Now it's asking about where to generate the Intune Win file. I have to specify the output folder. So let me copy this output folder. Done. Now it's asking, do you want to specify the catalog folder? No, I don't want to create the catalog folder. Click on no. Done. And see, this 7-zip has been created, right? So simple. Rather than doing just copy paste so many times, it's better to use a command line. So command line will be much more efficient, which I believe. Let me delete and try to run it again. To show you, this is the thing which I have prepared. See, for 7-zip MSI, what I'm doing is Intune Win app util. You have seen that -c is a setup folder. So I'm specifying the folder name, -s, where I have to specify the MSI file. And finally -o for the output. So if I select all these three things, I open the command prompt, went to the same location, e-packages Win32 apps, where my Intune Win app util.exe exists. So let me click on paste, copy and paste, done, output. You can see my output head has been created. Similarly, what I can do, I have done the same structure for the exe as well. In the source, my 7-zip exe file is there, and in output, it's empty. So let me copy the command line for 7-zip exe as well. Paste, done. So now I have output for exe as well. For MSI, I have output. For exe, I have an output. So I have two files. Let's go to the Intune portal and create it. In Intune portal, first I'm going to create a 7-zip Win32 app for MSI. So in Intune portal, I'm going to create the application Win32 app where I use the MSI, and then I'm going to use the exe. Create, select app type as Windows app Win32. Click on select the file. Here you can see it is specifically saying that you can only upload Intune Win format. So I already have that format. Here, see the output. I'm using the output from the MSI. So this is the Intune format, but actually inside it's a MSI file. Click on open. Okay. So it picked few things automatically. Let me just specify Win32 app MSI so that I can distinguish. Publisher, let me specify my name. Let me specify the logo as well. Selecting 7-zip logo. Okay. Click on next. So this is the good part. It's a Win32 app using MSI. As I was using MSI, so MSI files are easy to be understood by the Microsoft. So that's why the install command created automatically MSI exec /i MSI file name /qn. Similarly, it created the uninstall MSI exec /x. It's a product code /qn. So MSI was easily understood by the Microsoft. So they created the command line for me automatically. So exit code behaviors for the installation, everything has been made available automatically. Now it is asking about the check operating system architect. These are the options which were missing from all other options previously we did for line of business application, Microsoft 364, Microsoft Store apps, Office 365 apps. Everything was missing. Win32 apps has so many options. You can see programs, requirement, detection rules, dependencies, supersedence, right? So here I can specify the option. For example, I just wanted to get installed for x64-bit. Yep. Now I can select minimum version. Maybe I want that minimum version should be Windows 11 22H2 or 23H2, right? So minimum disk space I can specify, physical memory, minimum logical processor also I can specify. Not only that, I can specify the custom requirement. For example, if this inbuilt requirement is not sufficient, you can use the PowerShell script or maybe file registry. These kind of additional requirements can also be set. But I'm happy at this moment. I'm going to cover the advanced level of Win32 apps for these requirement detection logics in a separate video. But at this time, this is sufficient. Click on next. Detection rule. So see, detection rule did not create automatically for me. So I have to click on manual configure detection rules. Click on add. As this is MSI file, click on MSI and you can see the MSI product code was selected automatically, right? So see the benefit of MSI as a Win32 app. It helped me providing all those details, install command, uninstall command, and specifying the MSI product code. If it was an exe file, I had to specify everything manually. So I can also specify MSI product version check at a granular level of version check. Also, I can specify using the things that the string and what is the value for that product version. But at this moment, I'm going with no. I'm making things simple, but you have an option. Click on next. Dependency. This is a very great feature. So with 7-zip, I want some other application to be installed. So you are just targeting 7-zip, but you want that few other applications also get installed with 7-zip. Maybe some kind of dependency. You might need some plugin. You might need some .NET framework. I'm just giving you a random example, though it doesn't qualify for 7-zip, but for advanced applications like Office 365 suite, if you're using Win32 app or any complex application, you want 2-3 applications to be part of it, you can go with this approach. Supersedence is also a very great feature for the Win32 app. You have an old version of application, you want to get it superseded by the new version. That's the way to go with. So this is a good option. Click on next. In scope tags, I'm not specifying anything. Click on next. I'm making it available for all users. Next. See, everything got created for me automatically. Install command, uninstall command, the requirement, detection, dependency, supersedence. Click on create. It will take some time to upload the file. Let's wait for a while. Yes, upload has been finished now. Okay, so now my application is created, Win32 app, that for 7-zip, Win32 app MSI. I have 7-zip line of business application and I have 7-zip Windows app Win32 app. You can see line of business application and Win32 app. So how come it is different? Let's have a look. I'm opening this MSI in a different tab. Let me give you a comparison side by side. On left hand side, I have line of business application and on right hand side, I have Win32 app. So if I go to properties, for line of business application, if I go to properties, see what options I do have. I don't have any option to specify over here. The app information, it's very limited. The name, description, that's it. The command line arguments, yes, I can specify the command line arguments, but means up to some extent I can provide the things. Apart from that, there are no specific options. So what options I'm looking for? is that let's have look into the right hand side, Win32 app. So if I go to the app information, yeah, maybe probably looking like similar thing what you see in the left hand side, but these are not the only things. If I click on programs, see on left hand side I can't see anything else, only app information and review save. While here app information, programs, requirements, detection rules, right? So in programs, install command is there, uninstall command is there. On left hand side, yes, that option is not, it created automatically. But here we have much more granular level where we can update the command lines if we want. The installation time required, these settings are available, right? So install behavior is option is there, right? So other important thing is requirement. This requirement, which I told you previously, is a very advanced feature of Win32 app. You can specify the minimum operating system version, disk space, physical memory required, and all these things, right? And even the custom requirement you can also set. The detection rule is also a good option. Here, LOB application MSI, it was so simple, it created things for you automatically. But for the advanced applications where there is no MSI, or maybe some kind of application which require much more complex things, right? So it might not be such a good case. With the line of business application, you might have to go with the Win32 app. And as I told you previously, that in Win32 app, there is another feature that is called the dependency. Over here, see, if I click on dependency, see dependency supersedence is here. I can specify a dependency which can install other application as well as part of this application. That feature is not available in line of business application. So till now I was talking about line of business application MSI file versus Win32 app, that is also MSI file. What if I wanted to go with the 7-zip exe file? See, for 7-zip I have MSI and exe both available on the portal, so I will prefer MSI. But what if there is no MSI available for few applications, for example VLC player, or maybe so many other applications might not be having MSI, then what? So let's see. If you just have an option with the exe, what you're going to do? As you remember that I previously downloaded the exe file, and under this location 7-zip exe source, and we converted the output of that exe under this. So this is the location which I'm going to use. Click on create. Under app type, select the Windows app Win32. Click select. Select app package file, exe output of Intune format. Click on OK. Specify the publisher. Here the file name 7-zip Win32 app exe, so that I can distinguish that what exactly, because if I have to see in company portal, I can distinguish between the things. I can select the logo. Done. Logo is selected. Click on next. As you can see, install command line is empty, uninstall command line is empty. Microsoft is not able to understand the command lines that what we have to specify for exe. For exe files, you have to search on the website, or you have to look for the specific website, or you have to specifically go look for the silent switches for that application that might be available on their website, or you can Google it out. It's not a difficult thing. Every application owner will be providing the silent switches for the install command and uninstall command. I have saved that information under this readme file. If I open it, this was the exe file. So if I use 7zip.exe/s, that will be the install command line, and uninstall command line is 7c program files 7zip uninstall.exe/s. So uninstall.exe, when used with /s, give me the uninstallation string. So let me just copy it for the install, and for uninstall, just copy and pasting it under the uninstall command. Other things looks okay to me. Click next. Here I can again go and select the check operating system architect. Let me go with this default option, minimum operating system, Windows 11 23H2. Other things are okay. Click next. Detection rule. So rules format, manually configure detection rule. Click on add. Rule type. Here I cannot select the MSI because this is not the MSI file, so it will fail. It's better to use a file or registry. I think using the file will be better. If I have to select the file, I need to select the specific file location, file name of 7-zip, and what exactly the version. So where exactly the 7-zip got installed? I have installed 7-zip on my device, and I have that location available. So this is the location. C program files 7-zip. That's the path. This is the actual file 7zfm.exe. So this is I have to specify. I just have to specify the file name 7zfm.exe, which is under the path which I have mentioned above. Let me select the string operator as equal and the version. So 7zfm.exe, I'm just verifying the version as a detection rule. Detection rule means it is going to verify if that version matches. If it is matched, then only that application will be treated as installed. Right click the 7zip fm, click on properties, go to details, and the version is 25.1.0.0. Done. Associated with the 32-bit app on 64-bit client? No, because I am using a 64-bit app. Click on OK. And so my manual detection rule is created. Click on next. Dependency, I explained it previously. Supersedence, click next. Scope tags, click on next. Available, add all devices, click next, and create. 7-zip application has been created. Win32 app, MSI, and Win32 app exe. Both are available now. So you can see a lot of things has to be done for the Win32 app, the conversion thing, and providing the command lines for the exe file. What if you wanted to completely avoid the things, but you still need the bells and whistles of all the Win32 app things? So for that, Microsoft's new feature you can go with by creating the enterprise app catalog app. But just to remind you, it requires the Intune suite license. If you don't have license, you won't be able to do that. So this catalog provides all Win32 app already been converted for you and available on the Microsoft portal. Search the enterprise app catalog. Click on search the enterprise app catalog. Here I can see list of all those applications available. Here I can see all the list of applications available by the vendor. So I can see 7-zip is here, Air Explorer, heaps of applications are available. Just simply select that application, click on next. It is giving the option of any-dash file or any-exe. So this vendor has provided two different kind of packages with two different versions, right? I'm not aware of what exactly would be the difference, right? So simply that's what you need to test and verify and check with the vendor itself that what they carry. Click on next. You can see the command line, that install command line, uninstall command line, everything is available. And it also gives me option. I can see that PowerShell script for the installation command. You can specify the PowerShell script as well, right? So that is also a great option. So click on next. Requirement, detection rule. So see, there are multiple detection rules which got created automatically. So Intune Win file was already there, detection rule was there, everything was available. So it means everything what you need for the Intune for Win32 app without even converting into the Intune Win format, it's available for you and ready to be deployed, right? Isn't it nice? I have logged on to the Windows 11 device now and launched the company portal. I can see all the applications which I have made available are listed now. 7-zip, Win32 app exe, line of business application, and this thing. So let me just try to execute one of the application. Click on install. And after waiting for a couple of minutes, I can see the application got installed. And I can see it's there in the start menu. Thank you so much. I hope this video was quite informative. I will be coming up with 4 videos. So stay tuned with me. Till that time, signing off.